Okay, a very good evening to everyone. So we are from Group 2, and today we'd like to talk about the topics, effects of exercise on cardiovascular disease. So basically today we will talk about what is cardiovascular disease and what types of it consist, and we will also talk about the exercises that we might take part to avoid this type of the disease, and we will also discuss and show some of the real studies on our discussions that to prove that the exercise that listed in our presentations will give effects on the cardiovascular disease. So first of all, we would like to invite our group member Henny to give some introductions to this topic.
Okay, thank you, Shu-Mei. I'm Yorihan. Now I'm going to introduce cardiovascular disease, also known as CVD, and types and factors of CVD. CVD are a group of disorders of the heart and blood vessels. There are 5 types of CVD. First, we have coronary artery disease. This is a most common and deadly form of CVD, which can lead to heart attack. Next, we have cerebrovascular disease, which can lead to stroke. There is also heart failure, arrhythmias, and congenital heart disease. Next, there are 6 factors contribute to CVD, including build-up of fatty deposits in the arteries, smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, high blood pressure, lack of physical activity, and poor diet. CVD is a major global heart issue. According to the World Heart Organization (WHO), which stands that CVD is the leading cause of death globally, accounting for nearly 18 million deaths annually. Okay. My name is SYUHAIDAH BINTI MISDAN. So next, I want to highlight the importance of preventing cardiovascular disease. So first and foremost, preventing CVD. As you can see here, heart disease treatments can be very extremely expensive, often running into tens of thousands of ringgit for procedures like surgeries or long-term medication. What's more important to understand is that prevention is far more cost-effective than treatment. Moving on to quality of life, which is something we all value deeply. When we maintain a healthy heart, we enjoy better energy levels throughout the day and stable mental health. On the flip side, people with heart problems often feel constantly tired, weak, or breathless, even during simple daily activities. Now, look at the most sobering fact that cardiovascular disease remains the leading cause of death. According to WHO, more than 70 million people die from CVD each year. While older people are more at risk, unhealthy habits are causing more young adults to develop heart problems too. And lastly, preventing heart disease can reduce the risk of other diseases. There's a strong connection between heart health and other conditions. When we protect our cardiovascular, we also protecting our overall health.
Okay, my name is NAZRAH and my matrix number is S75986. So I will be talking about types of exercise and mechanism of exercise impact on cardiovascular health. So the first one is aerobic exercise. So aerobic exercise is a cornerstone of both prevention and management of cardiovascular disease. The example of aerobic exercise are walking, running, cycling, and swimming. The mechanism of impact on cardiovascular disease is that it can improve heart efficiency, reduce resting heart rate and blood pressure, and also improve circulation and oxygen delivery to tissues. The second one is resistance training, such as resistance bands and bodyweight exercise. And the mechanism of impact on cardiovascular disease is that it can lower blood pressure, especially post-exercise. improve insulin sensitivity, and also reduce body fat.
Okay, my name is NURUL NATASHAH. Number 3, flexibility exercise. For example, flexibility exercise is stretches, yoga, pilates, side twist. If you do the exercise, we can. When you do the exercise, we must. Never mind. The benefit flexibility exercise is reduce stress and blood pressure. If you do the flexibility exercise, we can relax and reduce the stress. So you can be more relaxed and no stress depression. Next, support recovery and prevent injury. So if you do flexibility exercise, we can be more flexible when you do activity. Next, encourage long-term physical activity. Number 4, balance exercise. For example, single leg balance, held to squats, sit to stand, and tai chi. The benefit of balance exercise is prevent falls and encourage physical activity. So if you do the balance exercise, when you do running, walking, cycling, so you didn't fall lah. Next, support better coordination and body control. Last, improve heart rate variability.
Okay, my name is NADIA BINTI SUKARI. Okay, effect of heat or cardiovascular disease (CVD) patient with coronary artery disease (CAD) and heart failure. Exercise type HIIT is high intensity interval training program, which consists of alternative between high intensity activity and period of rest or low intensity activity. For example, alternative between running and walking. This program was carried out over a period of 8 weeks or more, and the results were compared to another group performing moderate intensity and continuous training (MICT). Positive effect increase VO2 peak, indicating improved aerobic capacity, meaning the heart and lung work more efficiently during exercise. Second, improve LVEF, meaning better heart pumping function. Third, increase anaerobic threshold. Patients were able to exercise longer before feeling fatigue. The most noticeable improvement were observed within the first 8 weeks of training. Next, the effect of resistant training on cardiovascular fitness. Participant 28 inactive adult men, average age 28 years. Two group. First, resistant training group and two control group. A resistant training group that underwent 8 weeks of resistant training without any aerobic exercise. Even without cardio, the training group showed a significant increase in VO2 max from 26.67 to 30.98 mmHg. Meanwhile, the control group showed no improvement with a slight decrease in the difference between the two groups was statistically significant. P equals 0.001.
Okay, I would like to show the case study about the flexibility exercise that is conducted by Korea National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey, which for this survey, they undergo the activities like co-proportional hazard modeling with the activities like stretching and free gymnastics. So they will be classified into 5 categories, which from the people that is practice 0 days per week to the people who exercise 5 days per week. So you can see that throughout the survey, there is a result that shows the people who exercise 1 to 2 days per week have the lower values of the hazard ratios, which this helps to against the cardiovascular disease, which means that the lower the hazard ratios, the better performance to avoid cardiovascular disease. And that's for the balancing exercise. It's conducted by the National Health Insurance Systems of South Korea, which they undergo the activities like 1 open eyes, 1 leg standing test, and classified into 3 categories from the normals, cautions, and abnormals. So it shows that the results, the people who got the better balancing with which classified into normal classes, they will be they have a lowest hazard ratios, which prove that the people got better balancing have better performance on to avoid cardiovascular disease.
So in conclusion, preventing cardiovascular disease isn't just about avoiding illness, but it's about investing in our future well-being, our financial health, and our ability to live life with energy and vitality. I encourage all of us to take this message to heart, and thank you.
Okay, question guys. Question from the floor. Any question for them? Ask them question. Anyone? Okay, what can you recommend? Group 2, what can you recommend to an officer who is always sitting in the office, having CVD problems, but don't have time to go out for exercise? Do you think that it's good to keep sitting all the time at the office, or that something can be done while they are still at the office, even if they don't have to go out? Can you recommend something for the officer?
I rather give some suggestions for the officers that to do the flexible exercise, because this kind of the activities can just conduct in our rooms, and even in before we want to get on bed to sleep, we can get some stretching exercise on the yoga mats. Then it's also proof that the balance, the flexibility exercise helps to avoid and to solve this kind of the problems. So if the officer doesn't have a lot of time to exercise or do some workouts outside, it's rather for him to choose indoor exercise, for example, like a flexible activities or some balancing exercises.
Okay, very good. Any other addition from the members? Or you are cool with that? So you are cool. You are okay with the exercise. All right, very good. Nice one.
Thank you.